Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar from Vermont AEYC regarding early childhood education credential and degree scholarship opportunities with Teach Early Childhood Vermont. My name is Paula Nadeau. I am the Teach Early Childhood Scholarship Counselor and the Early Childhood Education Workforce Development Specialist for Vermont AEYC. And we'll start talking about Teach. So Teach is a comprehensive scholarship program that provides the early childhood workforce access to debt-free educational opportunities, which helps to establish a well-qualified, fairly compensated, and stable workforce for children. Teach was first established in 1990 in North Carolina with one program, and now is available in more than 25 states, including the state of Vermont. So our Teach scholarships have 5 main components to them. The first component is education. Scholars are earning college credits in early childhood education towards a degree or a certificate. The next is the actual scholarship. So Teach provides financial support for college tuition, books, and access stipend and paid release time to support the balance that students need between their work, their life, and their schoolwork. The next component is compensation. Teach scholars are earning a raise or bonus from their employer, and they're getting a bonus from Teach after each successfully completed scholarship contract. And the next is commitment. Teach scholars are agreeing to continue service as an early childhood educator, both in their current early childhood program and in the field of early childhood education. And the last component of the Teach scholarship is the counselor. So each scholar has access to a Teach counselor who offers support to navigate the college process and the Teach paperwork. And in Vermont, that person is myself. I am the contact person for all things Teach as of right now. The Teach scholarship program is designed so that the scholar, the employer, and Teach Vermont all contribute to the full cost of the educational program. So who's eligible for a Teach scholarship? Teach scholarships are available to a wide variety of early childhood educators who meet the eligibility criteria, including family child care programs, center-based staff, Head Start and early Head Start teachers, directors, and director owners. The eligibility criteria include those folks that are operating or working in Vermont licensed or registered programs for at least 30 hours a week. Our scholars have been working with children birth to age 5 in their current program for at least 3 months. Our sponsored programs have had no recurring licensing violations with the Child Development Division licensing unit. Our scholars are or will be working towards an early childhood degree, teacher licensure, or apprenticeship certificate at one of our partner colleges. And our scholars are willing to continue working at or operating their present programs and in the field of early childhood education after their educational contract ends. And lastly, our programs are participants or have a willingness to participate in quality initiatives such as STARS, Head Start, or a national accreditation. In Vermont, we have 4 primary types of Teach scholarships available to meet the career and educational goals of our scholars. The first is the Vermont Early Childhood Apprenticeship Program. These folks are earning an apprenticeship certificate as a child care development specialist with the Department of Labor. We also have an associate's degree model for students that are in early childhood education degree program at CCV is our partner college for that program. We also have a new bachelor's degree scholarship, and we partner with several area colleges, including Springfield College, Champlain College, Castleton University, Northern Vermont University, and St. Michael's College. And those students are also earning degree in early childhood education. And lastly, we have teacher licensure scholarship. And that's for folks learning or wanting to get their teacher licensure either through Vermont Higher Education Collaborative, peer review through Vermont Agency of Education, or the peer review licensure through Champlain College and their portfolio development program. Within each of these scholarship types, specific models have been developed to support the family child care providers, center-based staff, or center-based directors, owners, including the Head Start, public pre-K, and both for and not-for-profit settings. Typically, a Teach scholarship will operate on a 12-month cycle and include a fall, spring, and summer semester. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about what is the Vermont Early Childhood Apprenticeship Program. This is a professional development model that links on-the-job training, education, and compensation. Apprentices are matched with mentors who use their knowledge and experience to guide and support the apprentice's skill development and improvement of practice. Our apprentices are earning 18 to 21 credits through successful completion of a series of 6 or 7 college courses offered by CCV. And they also are completing community-based trainings. Our apprentices also receive a 1.5% raise from their employer and a Teach scholarship bonus after completing each contract. Our apprentices must be currently employed for a minimum of 30 hours per week in a Vermont licensed childcare program or an agency of education setting, and there needs to be a qualified mentor available on site. The only program model that this is not suitable for would be a family childcare program because they don't have a qualified mentor available on site for them to work with. And it's really geared towards individuals who are new to early childhood education and are needing some education, but also benefiting from on-the-job experience as well. Teach offers a variety of financial supports. One of those supports is our tuition reimbursement. So Teach pays 100% of tuition directly to the college, and then Teach will invoice the scholar and the sponsor programs accordingly, according to their contract. Teach also provides a book reimbursement. Students purchase their books themselves up front, and then Teach reimburses scholars for 90% of the cost of their books. Teach provides an $80 access stipend each semester to students, and this typically offsets the scholar's tuition contribution. Students are receiving release time. So scholars receive at least 3 hours of paid release time each week while their class is in session. And then Teach is going to reimburse the childcare program. Currently, the rate of reimbursement is $11 per hour and up to 45 hours per term. And then Teach provides a bonus for each successfully completed contract. And those bonuses depend on the degree you're working towards, but they are anywhere between $250 and $300. And right now, Vermont AEYC has just announced that we are covering 100% of both tuition and books through the year 2023. We're really happy to be able to offer this financial relief to both our scholars and their sponsor programs. Students will still get their $80 access stipend, and they'll be reimbursed for 100% of their books and not have any tuition contribution due for tuition. And so we do have some important scholarship reminders here. So the first one is that this is a legally binding contract of responsibilities, both through Vermont AEYC, the scholar, and the employer. Some of the responsibilities include that scholars need to apply for other financial aid in the form of their FAFSA and VSAC grants. The employers are providing paid release time hours, and then Teach responsibilities include reimbursing all parties at least once per semester and making sure that all of that paperwork is turned in order to make that reimbursement happen timely. And then all parties just need to maintain open and regular communication with each other. Some of the benefits include that expenses are kept to a minimum for all parties. Scholars can receive debt-free education and concentrate on their studies. And then employers are going to have well-qualified educators working in their programs, and our funders are going to receive some of the data and the stories that they need in order to continue funding our program. We do have some upcoming webinars for each model of scholarship that we offer. We've offered both a daytime and an evening opportunity for each of these webinars so that access is available to everybody. We will have information and registration available in January for each of these webinars. So keep an eye out for that. And then you can also contact myself if you'd like to be put on a list to get into the webinar, and I can send you that link directly to register. We will be accepting applications for summer 2022, and those will be due April 15th. So we'll have plenty of time between the webinar and getting your application in if you're interested. And then here is our contact information. We also have posted our brand new Teach website at the top. It's Teach, TEACH, .vermontaeyc, VTAEYC.org. And then we also have our contact information for myself as the Teach counselor. Chani Creech is our Teach administrative assistant, who is often a point of contact for recipients and sponsors. And then our Teach manager, Brenda Schramm, is again always available and mostly working behind the scenes to make sure we have funding and our policies are up to date. But she is also available. I have enjoyed presenting this information to you guys. I hope that if you have questions, you will reach out to me, and I look forward to presenting each of the individual model webinars in February. Again, reach out if you have any questions. Otherwise, I look forward to hearing from you and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you very much.